Mail Online and Sky Bet, and are giving you the chance to feel every emotion at the Sky Bet League One playoff final between Rotherham and Shrewsbury on Sunday, May the 27th. Rotherham beat Yorkshire rivals Scunthorpe 4-2 on aggregate to set up the Wembley date with Paul Hurst's Shrewsbury, who saw off Charlton Athletic 1-0 in both legs of their Sky Bet League One semi-final. And you could be in with a chance of watching the big game live, as we have 2 pairs of tickets to give away, one for Rotherham fans and one for Shrewsbury followers. To be in with a chance of winning, simply answer the following question: who won League One in 2017-18? A. Plymouth. B. Blackburn. C. Wigan. Mail your answer, along with your name, address, contact number and who you support to sportcamp@dailymail. .co.uk to arrive by midday on Wednesday, May the 23rd. Please note, you must validate your entry with the words Rotherham tickets or Shrewsbury tickets, depending who you support, in your subject box. Normal Associated Newspapers terms and conditions apply. The editor's decision is final. Terms and conditions. Bullet. There will be no admission to any ground without a valid ticket. In the event of the loss or theft of any ticket, no duplicate will be issued. A defaced, illegible, or incomplete ticket may be invalidated. There will be no readmission if you leave a ground. Bullet. No refunds whatsoever can be made in the event of cancellation by you after any tickets have been issued to you in accordance with your application, unless the reason for cancellation is as a result of a postponement or abandonment of the original match, where you are unable to attend the rearranged match. Bullet. Any of the above tickets that are offered for sale, resold or transferred will become void, and the ticket holder may be refused admission to, or ejected from a ground without a refund. Bullet. Admission to a ground is a ticket holder's own risk. Neither club is responsible for any property lost or stolen at a ground. Neither club shall have any liability whatsoever to the ticket holder for loss, damage or injury to person or property, except that neither club seeks to exclude liability for death or personal injury caused by their negligence. Bullet. You shall comply with all relevant statutes, safety announcements, rules and regulations, including, without limitation, ground regulations, and the regulation of any licensing authority, while in a ground. Bullet. You shall not bring into, or use within, a ground any prohibited items, including but not limited to dangerous or hazardous items, illegal substances, weapons, the bottles, glass vessels, cans, air horns, poles, umbrellas, or any article which may be used as a weapon or a missile, may compromise public safety and/or may pose a hazard or nuisance to any other person. Prohibited items may be confiscated. Bullet. You shall not take into, or use within, a ground any sponsorship, promotional or marketing material, except for official club merchandise and/or other football-related clothing worn in good faith. Nor may you offer, either free or for sale by any person, any goods, including literature, of any nature. Bullet. You shall not take into, or use within, a ground any equipment which is capable of recording or transmitting, by digital or other means, any audio, visual or audio-visual material or any information or data in relation to the match or any aspect of it, except for mobile phones and provided that they are used for personal and private purposes only. Prohibited items may be confiscated. Unauthorized photography or use of recording equipment is prohibited. As a condition of admission to a ground, you assign, by way of present assignment of future copyright, the copyright in any photographs, films, or recordings that you make at a ground in breach of this prohibition to Wembley. Bullet. No alcohol is permitted to be brought into a ground. Smoking in any part of a ground is prohibited by law. Wembley reserves the right to search all persons and property at any time, and may refuse admission to or eject from a ground any person who refuses to be searched, or who possesses prohibited items. Bullet. Wembley reserves the right to refuse you admission to, or eject you from a ground for behavior likely to cause damage, injury, nuisance, or annoyance, or for failure to comply with the club conditions, the ground regulations, these promotion conditions and/or the reasonable requests of either club, or for reasons of public safety. Bullet. You give your unconditional and irrevocable consent to the use, free of charge, of your voice and actual or simulated likeness in connection with the production, transmission, promotion and/or other exploitation of any film or sound recording of the match, and/or any element of such film or sound recording, in any and all media throughout the world. Bullet. Any ticket shall remain the property of the Football League at all times. Playoffs. Revisited playoff sponsor Sky Bet recently asked Alan Kirbishley and Michael Gray to relive every emotion from the unforgettable 1998 Championship playoff final. In one of the best games ever to take place under the old Wembley Twin Towers, a 4-4 draw took the game to extra time, and with the first 13 penalties all scored, Gray's weak effort was saved by Sarsiilic, and Charlton were promoted to the Premier League. Gray's heartbreak is still raw even now, and watching him relive those memories is difficult.